Hello, I'm Paula Hewitt. I'm the current president of ADEPT, which is the Association of Directors of Environment, Economy, Planning and Transport. And in my day job, I'm Deputy Chief Exec and Lead Director for Economic and Community Infrastructure at Somerset County Council. ADEPT is an association of directors of environment, economy, planning and transport. Its members are responsible for providing all the day-to-day services, such as local highways, recycling, waste and planning. ADEPT members are at the very heart of delivering clean, sustainable growth, tackling climate change at the local level. So really wide range of responsibilities delivered locally. So ADEPT represents place directors from county, unitary and combined authorities, along with local enterprise partnerships, often referred to as LEPs, subnational transport boards, and corporate partners drawn from key service sectors throughout England. And it's a membership-based organisation. People choose to be members, and we work on a voluntary basis, people giving their time. And there's really great opportunities to influence and shape government policy and initiatives. In addition, ADEPT carries out lots of research, and we encourage our members to contribute to that research, examining new approaches to issues and challenges, and developing policy with colleagues from different professional backgrounds. And we also offer opportunities, particularly from those who are aspiring to move into a director of place role. So we support members, we run programs for training and to drive innovation and develop those key leadership skills. So it's great we have so many members from across the country, but we're always looking to welcome more authorities to join us. So at the start of my presidency, I identified 3 priorities. I call them my 3 Cs. They're around collaboration, climate action, and COVID recovery. And just to give you a very brief outline of what each of those 3 include, collaboration is about building stronger links with our sister organisations in the devolved nations in Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland, but also working with others in the local government family, the professional organisations such as ADPH, ADAS and ADCS, and working more with providers and particularly with our communities. The second area, climate, want to be clear that this is including both decarbonisation, but also how we adapt to our changing climate. And many of us will have seen images this summer of record temperatures, flooding, etc. across the world. And that really brings home the need to adapt. I think we have to recognise that climate remains our biggest challenge, and therefore as an organisation we need to work really strongly with partners to think about how we challenge and address that. And then finally, COVID recovery, very immediate, as the last 18 months have been dominated by coping with the pandemic. And it's very much for me about how we deliver a clean and green recovery, but also an inclusive recovery that makes sure that none of our parts of our communities are left behind and that all have the opportunity to benefit through the recovery. We need to capture the positive things that happened during the pandemic and make sure we don't lose those. So some of those were around things like more active travel, improved digital skills. We need to build on those, but the negative things we need to recover from and move on from. I do think collaboration will be our biggest opportunity. I think it will deliver COVID recovery for us, and also climate. And to be honest, COP26 happening in the UK later this year is to me a huge opportunity for us to make sure climate is at the centre of what we do. I think we're seeing things like high streets, which, let's be honest, many were not particularly healthy before the pandemic hit and are now in a much more difficult place. I think we need to think about how do we do things like that differently. We need to think about skills and what are the skills that are needed for the future, not the skills necessarily that we had in the past. And we're particularly facing some challenges at the moment around things like our hospitality sector, tourism, and health and social care. And how do we make sure we've got people with the right skills for those sectors going forward? And I also think we need to think about our procurement, our commissioning skills. How do we make sure that the things that we buy, we ask for, are actually fit for the future? I don't think you'll be surprised if I say I think collaboration is essential. It's really is what we're going to do. I don't think these big challenges of recovery and climate change can be tackled by any one organisation on their own. We need to do it in a joined up way, pulling together in the same direction. I just encourage anybody who isn't involved with the debt to get involved, to access all the networking opportunities that are available there. You will benefit as well as the debt benefiting. And please, if you want more information, do have a look at our website.